With the new season fast approaching and European nights already upon them, Rangers are wasting no time in strengthening their squad. As Russell Martin looks to build momentum both domestically and in Europe, the club appears to be closing in on a significant addition, one that's now been confirmed by none other than Fabrizio Romano. The deal, if completed as expected, could provide a timely boost for the Ibrox side ahead of a crucial run of fixtures. What has Romano confirmed? And who will be through the doors of Ibrox next? Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers appear to have been dealt a blow in their pursuit of Crystal Palace player Jezorun Raki. Oliver Glasner, head coach of the FA Cup winners, insists he doesn't have enough first-team players to enable anyone else to leave his squad. That is, unless the Palace board get a move on in terms of bringing in fresh faces. Rangers are keen on the England youth international. It's believed they would like to strike an initial loan agreement with a potential option to buy included. The player is currently being treated for a knock, having limped off during a friendly against Crawley Town recently. The extent of that injury has yet to be determined. However, quotes have emerged from Glasner where he appeared frustrated at a lack of transfer dealings by the Premier League outfit. He told Austrian newspaper Kronen Zeitung, "Even though all the players are still here, we haven't made the most of the transfer window so far. I was promised that we would be more active and bring in the new players earlier this year. As of now, I have 17 outfield players. I hope we don't lose any more. If that happens and we get 4 new ones on deadline day like last year, another false start is possible." When asked about the reports last week, Martin told Sky Sports News, "There's a lot of players we'll be linked with, some wide of the mark, some very close, and some spot on. He's a player I liked at Southampton, we tried to take him there, and it didn't quite happen. So, he's a player I like, and I think he's a player the recruitment staff like. But how far that's gone, I'm not too sure. He's a really good player. We look at all sorts of different profiles who we think can help the team. It doesn't necessarily have to be the one type of profile. Players are very different, we just need players with the right mentality that are desperate to come and play here. We will see where we end up in 4 weeks' time." Now, in a major Fabrizio Romano transfer confirmation, Rangers are edging closer to landing Spurs rising star Mikey Moore on loan, with hopes high that a deal can be finalised this week, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. With the Premiership curtain raiser against Motherwell fast approaching on Saturday evening, Russell Martin is in a race against the clock to bolster his ranks. The fixture list is relentless and the stakes even higher. Rangers are on the verge of a European breakthrough, and Martin is preparing for another decisive midweek battle, potentially against Servette or Victoria Plzen, if his side complete the job against Panathinaikos tonight in Athens. Even if the opponent turns out to be Shakhtar Donetsk or Besiktas in the Europa League qualifiers instead, the timeline doesn't change. Next week's clash looms large. Fortunately for Rangers, any new additions can still be registered in time to feature. Enter Mikey Moore. The highly rated teenager is understood to be eager to join the Ibrox project, and Rangers are optimistic they'll wrap up the deal in a matter of days. Romano revealed on NX. Rangers are optimistic to seal all details of Mikey Moore loan deal this week. No buy option, straight loan until June 2026, with salary covered as Spurs are set to give final green light soon. Moore keen on joining Rangers project. The move lines up with comments from Martin earlier in the week. Though careful not to confirm anything prematurely, he didn't shy away from praising the young talent. "There are lots of players we like, lots that we're linked to. Mikey is a really good player, and if at any point he becomes a Rangers player, then we will let you know," he said. While transfer business unfolds behind the scenes, Martin's full attention tonight is on finishing the job in Greece. Rangers carry a valuable 2-goal advantage into the second leg of their Champions League second qualifying round tie, but there's no sign of the manager opting for a defensive approach. At this club, you have to try to win every game. That has to be the mentality, Martin declared. "We'll work hard to try to win the game, and we have to be very good to do that. I'm looking forward to it." However, the squad isn't without concerns. New signings Thelo Arsgaard and Hamza Egeman haven't made the trip to Athens and are now doubts for Saturday's league opener at Fir Park. With the season's biggest tests arriving thick and fast, Rangers are pushing to strengthen at just the right moment. If all goes to plan, Mikey Moore could be the next name through the door, and just in time to make an impact. In other news, Rangers will not sanction another loan deal for out-of-favour midfielder Jose Cifuentes this summer, amid several notes of interest in a permanent switch. The Ecuadorian has been told that he has no future at Ibrox, and is one of several players that Russell Martin is looking to trim from his squad. Reports in Brazil on Tuesday morning suggested that Sport Recife are in talks over a potential loan agreement. But RFC News understands that is not the case after clubs in Europe and America made contact regarding a move for Cifuentes this summer. No deal has yet been agreed to end his Ibrox career. RFC News can reveal that the club will only sanction a permanent exit for the 26-year-old after previous temporary stints at Brazilian outfit Cruzeiro and in Greece with Aris Thessalonic. Cifuentes still has 2 seasons to run on the long-term deal that he agreed when he arrived from Los Angeles FC during Michael Beale's summer in charge. The former boss backed Cifuentes to take his side to the next level, but the move has proven to be another costly mistake in the transfer market. And Rangers are now looking to cash in on Cifuentes and remove him from the wage bill as work continues to remodel the squad that Martin inherited from Philippe Clement. RFC News reported on Monday evening that Ross McCausland was set to be reunited with former teammates Connor Goldson and Leon Balogun in Cyprus. McCausland has agreed a loan switch to Aris Limassol and will follow Robin Proper out of the club after he completed his return to FC Twente over the weekend. Rangers will also look to do deals for the likes of Ben Davies and Matondo this summer. Martin remains in the market for further recruits, and it is understood that a move for Spurs wonderkid Mikey Moore is in the pipeline to provide another attacking option following the arrival of JD Gassama. Boss Thomas Frank was asked about Moore on Tuesday morning and confirmed he would sanction a loan switch for the 17-year-old. Rangers will have no option or obligation on the agreement should the switch be finalised. It is very important, Frank said. Mikey is a big talent. I'm really excited about his future here at Spurs. I think for all players, but especially younger players, they need consistent first-team football into their bodies. I think if we can find the right option, we will do that. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.